We're on the Mississippi, and now we know what they meant by big barges.
That's our first big barge we've passed.
We're like a little cork floating along next to these other ships.
They kind of own the river, and you can't get in their way because, wow, look.
This is the Ohio-Mississippi River confluence.
The Mississippi is one of the most dangerous rivers in the world.
Up until now, the Mississippi River's been really wide. It's about to get a lot wider.
So we decided to take a shortcut, and sure enough, we run into some serious rapids.
Well, that sure beats port action.
My name is Brian, and this is my best buddy, and his name is Brian too.
Out of all the water in the world, only 1% is fresh water. It's all we got, and we want to explore all of it.
So we've decided to start with a trip that's never been done before. A 4,000-mile journey from Milk River, Alberta, all the way down to New Orleans, Louisiana.
Oh, and did I mention we're gonna do it in a canoe?
Think we're crazy? You're right. We're the paddling Bryans. We're approaching Memphis, Tennessee. It's a nice calm day on the river, famous southern town. It's freaking cold out here, so we're gonna see if we could stop somewhere and see what Memphis is all about.
It's awesome arriving in Memphis. It's one of those big cities that we knew was on the trip, and it's kind of marking really the end of our trip. You know, we're getting down to the southern part of the United States, and you know, we can smell New Orleans, so we're getting pretty excited.
We were paddling by Memphis, Tennessee today. It's not one of our scheduled check stops, but we figured it's a pretty cool city, something we wanted to check out. We ran into a game warden down on the river. He told us where the harbor was. So we pulled in and ran into Barry.
I'm standing here with two Ironmans from Canada. They're at the Memphis Yacht Club. This trip has never been done before. They're two cool dudes, man. Brian and Brian, I'm Barry. Hey, glad to meet you guys.
Yeah, pleasure, man.
Hey.
This guy just loves us. He loves what we're doing, and he's really excited to be a part of it. And you know what he says? He says, well, guys, you know, it's a cold night. I don't want you out on the river camping tonight. I'll lend you guys the laundry room. Nobody will know. It's got a bathroom. It's heated. It's got a little TV. You guys will have a great time.
It is freezing cold. It's colder than it's been in, well, Barry says he's, I don't know, Barry's got to be 50 years old or something. And he hasn't seen it get this cold in over 30 years. So we're kind of privileged to be able to stay here, hang out with a really cool guy like this. I mean, sleeping in a laundry room might suck for some people, but for us, that's like that's a blessing.
Wow, look at this place. This is like a suite at the Ritz-Carlton. Oh, look, and there's a radio here too, and a mini fridge. God, I could live in this place. This is better than my apartment in Montreal. Well, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up some air mattresses. We're gonna get all of our clothes washed up, take some showers, and head out to Memphis with Barry from Barry's Marina. It's not really Barry's Marina, but for our sake it is.
You know, stopping at this boat marina in Memphis is probably one of the best ideas we've ever had. They put us up in the laundry room, we're waiting out the freeze, we're hanging out with a whole bunch of people, they're taking us around town. One guy gave us a freaking sail. I mean, there's nothing better than river folk. We're having a party with the river community.
Tara, say, tell me again, what are we?
No, I don't have my makeup on.
No,
You're the retards of the river.
Need somebody else to ride down.
Well, now we gotta be super retarded. Look at this.
I know.
Man, it's all fine. It's all good in the hood in Memphis.
As nice as Memphis is, and you know, as well as we have it in this laundry room right here, we gotta head south. We gotta keep going towards the goal. You know, it's time to move on. I mean, it sucks leaving all these towns when we just start to, you know, grow accustomed and start really loving it and getting to know the people. But we gotta keep pushing on. We have no choice.
Bye, Tara. Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
We had a great time.
It's been such a pleasure.
We can't wait to see your friends in New Orleans.
Oh.
We were looking, it was supposed to be 10 to 15 miles an hour tomorrow.
Oh, sweet.
Tomorrow, northwest, man.
Oh, nice. Because you're a pretty straight shot for a while
Yeah.
on the river.
Well, yeah, that's it. Right after this corner here, it's pretty straight shot. So
I think you'll be ace, man. It'll be good.
yeah, it'll be a lot of fun, man. I can't wait.
We had a great couple of days here. All the locals were just so hospitable. It was an amazing time, but unfortunately, we got to get to New Orleans, so it's time to go.
So I was looking over the maps last night, and I think we kind of ran into a little bit of a problem.
What's that?
We can't make it to Greenville.
Well, this whole time we've been shooting for Greenville, Mississippi. That was our next check stop, and that was the next time that we were gonna replenish all of our goods and gear. But we've been told, and we've seen on our maps, that it's not exactly as close to the river as we had originally thought.
It's probably a good 8 or 9 clicks up a little inlet, or even more than that I'm not sure if it has current or not, but it's not actually on the Mississippi River.
Really?
It turns out it's so far off the river that we've had to switch plans. And we've been hearing so much about this town called Natchez, Mississippi. We got to check it out. So we're going to push on further and we're going to shoot for Natchez.
Bryce says we can't make it to Greenville and we have to push on to Natchez. You know what I say? No big deal, bud. When has anything worked out for us anyways? I put my sunglasses, I packed the tent up with my sunglasses inside. So I got to go get them. What happens if we tip?
We die.
No. We'll still make it to New Orleans.
I'm not so confident. Maybe our stuff will make it, but I think we'll just be food for the Asian carps.
Really nice day.
First nice day we hit in a long time.
Yeah, man. First nice day in weeks. We're on the Mississippi, in Mississippi. I don't know how many million Mississippis it's taken us to get here, but one Mississippi, two Mississippi for 5.5 months is a lot of Mississippis.
We keep running into people on this trip, and these people were some of the great people that we ran into. Right, these two guys just out hunting for the day. One of them was a part of the sheriff's department in New Orleans.
Well, all right, we're here on the Mississippi, in Mississippi, with
Morgan Nolte from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Pete Fulgham from Cleveland, Mississippi.
We are just probably about 15 to 20 miles north on the Mississippi River from Greenville, Mississippi, and we doing a little duck hunting this morning and taking a midday rest, and we see
There's an eagle.
two happy-go-lucky guys coming down the river.
There's our eagle right over there.
Is he on a perch?
No,
yeah, right up
Oh, I
there.
see him. And we thought we'd come by and come give him a little "et là-bas."
One of them was actually a competitor in the Ironman competition, and he thought this was right up his alley, something that he would have loved to do. So he decided, you know what, we need to help these boys out, and he handed us a couple of ducks for dinner.
To
Deadly.
You see what you do? You just take it, just cut, feel the breastbone,
Okay,
and just cut down. And know what you do? I don't want to cut it out for you, but if you want to, I will. Then you just cut out, you know, around here and peel this back, and you have two breasts.
Right on.
One of our original plans was to raise money for orphans that were displaced by Hurricane Katrina and other horrible things that have happened in New Orleans recently. And when we told this to the sheriff, he decided to tell us a couple of stories because he was actually there during Hurricane Katrina and he was actually pulling people out of houses.
You can see my ID, Deputy Chief,
Right on,
Jefferson
man.
Parish Sheriff's Office.
Oh shit.
That's what I do.
Cool.
My squad rescued 87% of the people on top of the rooftops. The Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Department. We picked up 92% of the dead bodies. In the first 3 days, we had 87 bodies that we recovered. 26 of them out of one neighborhood.
Holy shit, man.
Yep, all of them drowned to death. We would go house to house in boats, turn off the engines, and listen to people beating on their roofs.
Holy shit,
We
man.
would then go on the top. You couldn't cut with a chainsaw because the blades wouldn't cut through the asbestos, you know, the roofing or the nails. So you had to take a pickaxe, cut a hole. I pulled this. My first recovery was a family of three. There was 3 kids, 9, 7, and 4-day-old baby. The mom had the baby the day before the hurricane, went home, and they were going to evacuate, but then they decided the storm wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah.
Her husband was dead. He tried to swim out because they just put a new roof on the house. They couldn't push the vents out to get out. They were in the attic for 4 days.
Holy shit, man.
He lived, survived, saved people during those hurricanes, the Katrina, the Rita disasters. He was there for all of that.
Amazing guy with amazing stories.
They just kept tossing them in our boat. I don't know how many they gave us. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a lot of duck.
The food we stock up with and supply ourselves with is, well, wonderful canned Spam and canned everything else. So when we run into hunters and they give us ducks, it's ducks, fish, pheasants, whatever they're giving us, it's great.
I don't know. I've only tried one duck, and I wasn't so good at it. But Morgan showed me how to do it real quick here, just to get the breast meat. I mean, we're gonna have to eat duck like crazy for 2-3 days to get rid of all this before it goes bad. Because, as you can see, my sleeves are rolled up. We've been hitting warm weather for the first time in a long time. So I'm gonna try and get these clean while I still have a bit of light to work with.
Morgan and his buddy gave us more ducks than we thought we could eat in one night. But you know what? We finished them by the next morning for breakfast. The journey to date, we've basically seen everything. I mean, from the Badlands to forests that have been flooded, we've canoed and seen so much beautiful things. And to wake up this morning with the Mississippi, with the fog rolled over it the way it is it's incredible. I mean, you can't get this anywhere else. You gotta be out here.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, it's crazy, eh?
It's really something. It reminds us why we did this trip.
We've been out here for over 5 months right now, and between canoeing and camping, this has become life. This has become regular for us. You know, setting up camp, tearing it down, moving on, paddling, this is what we're used to. I don't know what it's gonna be like to get back in a car and to city pace. I mean, I'm kind of worried about that. Maybe we'll just keep going.
It's a beautiful day again, and we finally have some nice weather out, so we're gonna cook some pancakes and hit the river. A little nervous about the fog, you know. I don't know if we're gonna be able to see any of this ship traffic coming up and down the river. We might end up sticking close to the side for the next little bit, but hey, we can't pass up a beautiful day like this.
Hopefully after today we'll be right outside of Natchez, and then tomorrow we go into Natchez, pick up the tapes we need, pick up the last little bit of food supplies to get us the last 300 miles to Nolens, and then we head out and we paddle the last 300 miles, enjoy the last little bit of the Mississippi River, and get ready for a big party in Nolens, man.
One more question. How many extra pancakes do we get this morning?
Oh, I'm thinking at least 2.
Each?
I think so, yeah. This is gonna be a good morning, eh, buddy?
This is, oh man, things are looking up.
Yeah.
Well, we're here outside of Vicksburg, Mississippi. That's a 7x6 barge that just passed us there. I just wanted to show you guys how we've been a lot less reluctant to go down the channels. I mean, this is some of the biggest barges that you get on the river, and we've absolutely no problems being about 100 yards away or so, even less. It looks like they take up the whole river, but they give a lot of room on either side. This is why we're able to navigate down the actual channel instead of apexing the corners and hitting the dead water. And I mean, we do some pretty big weight, but there's really nothing we can't handle.
We have 300 miles to go to our final destination, but we decided we have to stop in Natchez. We've heard so much about this place. We gotta see what all the fuss is about.
People have told us that Natchez is a must-see town.
Well, we're here in Natchez, Mississippi.
Last supply stop, man. That's
Yeah,
it.
brother.
Pretty well made it.
Yeah.
All we gotta do here is quick run to the post office, quick run to the grocery store, not even much supply to buy, in and out, maybe a couple beers at the soup.
Yeah. Focus it half an hour.
We can't break our routine now. We've
Exactly.
stopped at every place we've stopped at for a couple beers, so
Yeah.
why not?
Gotta make a stop.
Natchez, man. That's
Right
it.
on.
We have about 300 miles to go. This trip's almost over.
How long do we plan to stay here? Just as long as it takes to recharge our batteries, have a couple pints, get back on the river before the sun goes down, make the trek a little distance, get a little closer to New Orleans.
I didn't really get to see very much of the town, but the Underhill Saloon is a great place. It's really fun. I got to learn a new dice game, and great place to hang out, get warm, and have some cold beers.
As usual with this trip, the people on it have just been amazing. I mean, you can't even describe how everybody's so friendly, so open, and just want to share the experience with us and share their stories and give us any kind of helpful advice or anything that they can. And I mean, we got to meet some really cool people in Natchez.
Joe offered us a night at the Underhill Saloon at the Mark Twain Guest House, because he figured that we needed to spend one night in Natchez and enjoy some southern hospitality. So we decided that we're going to take him up on that offer, and everybody else in the bar seems to believe that we can make it to New Orleans in less than 9 days, because now we have a deadline. So we're going to see if we can make it to New Orleans in less than 9 days.
Yo, this is cool, man.
Are you serious?
This is the fanciest room we've ever been on this entire trip.
This is unreal, man.
This is awesome. Look at this place. This is beautiful. This is definitely the nicest place we've stayed in.
I'm feeling tired because I'm hauling my ass up and down this boat ramp, which is a quarter-mile long, so that we can stay in a hotel that some old-timer Joe bought for us in Natchez, just above the bar. It says bad news written all over it. For the first time in a long time, we have a deadline. We have to be in New Orleans for, what, February 7th? That gives us 9 days, a very tight schedule, and we're partying with people again. This is cutting it really tight. There's a number of people counting on us making it there before the 7th. Definitely a stupid move, man. But yeah, we'll stay. We'll party, we'll hang out, why not? They seem like good people, right?
It's really tough to leave Natchez. It's a beautiful place, and we had such a great time here. But now we only got a few days to make it to New Orleans, and otherwise we're gonna miss our lift home.
As much as we'd love to stay here, and if we weren't under such tight schedule, we definitely would. But we got people waiting for us in New Orleans, and well, we can't miss our ride home, because I'm not paddling back upriver, that's for sure.